What's up, folks? Here we are camping again, clamping, whatever you want to call it. We're at White Oak Creek Campground, Eufaula, Alabama. Took the family out for a few days and relaxation, and wanted to give y'all a little rundown. I call it reviews, but it's really just a place to show people where we camp at. So in case you want any information about it. Sometimes I've tried to look up campsites before, and sometimes some of them's kind of hard to find a good, walk through or whatever you want to call it of the campground. So we're gonna give you a little walk through and let you see what it's about. Take note of the signs here, campground. They do close that gate at 10 o'clock at night, and it does not reopen till 7 the next morning. We forgot coffee last time we were here and got up about 6 to go get coffee. Had to wait till they opened the gate, so just take note of that and be aware of it. And also they have the campsites, $24 a night. It is not full hookup. It's water and electricity and no sewage. So we have people looking at the sign as I talk about it. So there's a pretty good bit of people that come to this campground. So call in advance if you're trying to book a spot around the holiday, because it does fill up quick, even though it's not full hookup. But it's a nice quiet campground. I'll take you on in the park and show you around. This is the first one, 1 through 29, Mallard Point, and I'll take you for a little ride down in here. I'm not going to ride all 4 loops, and but all of them are pretty much the same. They're really good, spots, all of them, So some of them are more shadier than others, but most all of them have some shade at some point in time of the day.
I don't wanna be giving too much away just yet. Don't wanna be spilling my guts to someone I just met. But I say this much, I got a real good feeling. Yes, I do. Real good feeling. You say you've been burned.
One thing I want to point out, the restrooms are right here. Have a laundry room, and restrooms are clean. I mean, they've been here a while, but they're clean. They keep up. Have some pavilions here and there, but one thing I like about this park is you see all the additional parking on this side. People put their boat trailers, and that's one thing about this park. I love the additional parking. One thing about it, each loop, there's 4 loops, and each loop has another small loop in it that swoops down closer to the water. And the main part of the loop up on the top side, it's 2-way traffic, so you can go either way on that one. But these smaller loops that loop down close to the water, they're 1-way. So you can only go this way because all the sites back in. This is where you have to make sure when you get reservations, when you get a confirmation email, make sure you look at it and check the site that you reserved, because we reserved this one, but when we got here late, and we were the last camper to get here, and they gave us site 32. It was in my email, but my bad, I didn't check it, so you know, that's on me really. I should have checked it, but make sure you check that information over when you get your confirmation email back. Some of these sites are, they're not as spacious as others, but some of them's kind of close together, but they're not too close. You still have some privacy, but it's all concrete pads. And if you notice here on the ground, everybody brings some sort of ant poison or ant deterrent. I usually get the ant spray from the dollar store or Walmart, spray around everything, but you know, a lot of people use Ajax because the little sugar ants are, you know, they come in groves here. Let me tell you, there's plenty of them, so be prepared to you know, get rid of the ants when you get here first thing. And this site here, I mean, it's beautiful. You have a nice sandbar. Everybody pulls their boat up, ties off, and here you can actually tie off to a tree. Gorgeous. And here you have a shade pretty much all day. Let's walk down here to the water. These are really cool spots right here. 69, 70, 71, because the playground area is down there right on the bank of the water. Pretty sweet. This is the last loop, and see the barricade every year. This is mid-October, and they told me every year about this time they close this last loop. It's River Chase 101 through 130. We're gonna take you down there and take you around the loop anyways, and because it's a little different than the other three loops. There's not a lot of sloping grassy areas down to the water. There's a seawall on this side, so come on, let's go take a look. My wife really loves this area, and I like it too. A lot of good fishing on this side, so let's walk down here and look at the water. Really cool how they got this. Your RV site's up there, you got steps down to it. And like I said a while ago, everybody's got one of these. Picnic table, fire ring, grill. They take pretty good care of the place. If you've never been to Lake Eufaula, you really should go and pull it up on the map on Google Earth and look at it. We're seeing just a small portion of the lake. It has, I believe they said 600 miles of shoreline, so it's big. So if you come up here, bring a boat, bring a kayak, jet ski, something to get in the water with. And right here, there's steps leading down to it. There's one here, one down there a little ways, and it's a seawall goes around right there, and that's as far as the park goes. But it's a beautiful lake. Bring fishing tackle if you come, for sure. I've seen some massive catfish caught out of here, so a lot of catfishing goes on here. This used to be bass capital of the world. I'm assuming it still holds that title. I don't know, but some good bass fishing up here. Crappie, some good crappie fishing. There's not a lot of bike trails up here per se. I mean, I've broke a sweat, but probably can't tell it, but it's not a lot of real steep hills, but there's some good little hills to climb on a bicycle. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'll try to answer them what I can. 110, site 110. It's the only one I've seen like this, but it's what they call the buddy site. If you look, there's two spots there. The water is in the middle and the power is in the middle. And they also have power on the side, but if you have some buddies you're camping together with, come and chill right side of one another, so pretty sweet. Them kids are having a blast. And I think mom's having fun too. One thing I wanted to mention, like I said, there's 4 loops, and I just recently learned this. Loop 2 and 3 are the only 2 reservable loops that you can reserve a spot in. Loop 1 and 4 are walk-up sites. First come, first serve. So what I've recently learned, you reserve your spot for, 2 or 3, whatever you can reserve, and then when you get here, if a spot that you like is open in one of the other loops, 1 or 4, then tell the people up front that you would like to just take that side. A little tidbit of information you might want to know there. And they're having a blast. Well, that'll wrap it up, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. The park has a lot to offer, especially if you love fishing, water sports. Not full hookup, water, electricity. Be prepared for ants. There is ants, so as long as you be prepared for it. I've not had any in my camper whatsoever. So that'll wrap it up. We're gonna get out of here. See y'all guys soon.